What's up guys, it's your boy August BTC back again with another video. Today we have a special massive video guys. As you can see, look at this massive beautiful green. Okay, it's not a green candle, but guys, look at this god candle guys. We're literally above the 200-day moving average for Bitcoin and Ethereum. We are absolutely ripping guys, absolutely ripping. Look, just let's admire this for a second. Let's just admire this for a second guys. We've been trading for the past few months guys in the bear market regime, as I've mentioned. Now that we've closed above, this is two candles above the 200-day moving average, which is beautiful. This is for Bitcoin. Ethereum is way above the 200-day moving average as well. Solana, let's see, also way above XRP. So basically the crypto market is basically entering into a bull market. So now most people still say that, according to analysts, we could still bottom in October. I'm not too sure if that will happen. Let's see, but I am positioning myself. But before we can go any further, guys, my name is August BTC. I trade crypto options. For those that are new here, and the goal is to simply show you guys how to trade crypto options. This is not financial advice. I'm just taking you guys along to a journey of how I'm trying to get to $10,000, and I started with $1,000, and I'm trying to change and transform that to $10,000 simply through crypto options trading, through strategy, positioning yourself, no gambling, no using of high leverage or being directional bias, whatever the case may be. This is simply positioning, understanding the macro and things like that. But before we get started, let me show you guys something pretty beautiful, okay? Stay tuned to this. Let's just have a look at this, guys. 1 second. Here we go, guys. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The bull market.
Get up and get the Time to wake up. Time to wake up.
Yeah, guys, sorry, I just had to share, guys. This is just some nice excitement, we're in the bull market, and this is something that can happen in the bull market, guys. Price action of Bitcoin and Ethereum can simply teleport, guys, and we're just starting. We are simply starting. We still have a long way to go, guys. We need to still get all the way to the all-time high of Bitcoin, guys. Massive gains to be made. Even if we reclaim 82K, this is a previous swing high. So we need to see if we can reclaim this level. If we can reclaim this level, guys, and continue up as well, that will be a definite confirmation that, hey, guys, we are officially in a bull market, and you need to position yourself for capital appreciation. I've been preaching about that. Same thing for Ethereum. Massive opportunity to be made. We've already tackled this level for Ethereum, which is good. So we just need to capture, we just need to close above, go a little bit higher, and then try and then the next level could potentially be $3,000. So we'll see what's going to happen. So let's have a look at the portfolio and let's look at where we're sitting, guys. First, let's look at this, guys. Look at this. $2,900 in PNL. This is floating PNL right now. So that's about, let's see, 46,000 Rand, guys. This is about to be 50,000 Rand floating PNL position very soon, right? So I've positioned myself for capital appreciation. I'm going to explain the positions pretty briefly, but let's look at the account summary for now and see where we're sitting and how we basically position ourselves, guys. Guys, today we hit $4,000. Look at this massive spike up to the upside, right? This is only possible when the crypto market and Bitcoin starts to rip. And I've been preaching and telling us about, return on investment, return on capital. The reason why I'm trading crypto options is because of these returns that can happen in the crypto market, where it can just pump to the right, especially if you position yourself in the bear market and you wait for capital appreciation in the bull market, because this is something that can happen, right? You've seen the candles, guys, and this is basically reflecting in my portfolio. Like, I was literally down here because what happened was it was a sudden shift in the portfolio. Okay, there was a massive sudden shift because I didn't expect this move, because we were in the bear market. Bitcoin was just chopping, and you can see my account is literally mimicking Bitcoin, because Bitcoin was chopping here for the past few months, and we were positioning ourselves in the bear market. And you can see, look at this chop here, and then boom. So what happened is that my portfolio took a hit, right? It went down because I was positioned the regime that I had in the portfolio was a bear market regime. So what that basically means, I had a lot more short positions. So that basically means I had to close a lot more short positions. If you see here, I closed a lot of short positions this week, guys. A lot of short calls positions because they were in a loss because Bitcoin was pumping. So the goal here was to adjust the portfolio because I was already getting ready, because the plan was to adjust the portfolio, but I didn't think that the spike, the spike up was going to happen in one day. I wasn't prepared for the spike up. That was on August 19, so literally just spiked out of nowhere. That's why it's very good, guys, for you guys to keep your maintenance margin in check, right? Because something like this can definitely, hurt the maintenance margin and bring it pretty high, and we don't want that. So I positioned myself. So what I did is I basically switched the portfolio regime into a bull market portfolio regime. And that's what I have. And I'm going to walk you guys through the positions. But yeah, the goal is to get to $10,000, and we're pretty close. So if Bitcoin continues to rip up like this, we could basically close 4,000 and then maybe get to 5,000, and then we'll be halfway through the goal. The goal is to get to that halfway point. We need to get to $5,000, and then the remaining 50% should be doable. Okay, so let's dive into the portfolio and see what basically happened here. And see what's happening and how the portfolio is in a bull regime now, right? This is a bull market regime portfolio. So you've seen the floating P&L. Now look at the theta. The theta is much lower than what it was before. Right now, I'm no longer going for premium collection, because in the bear market, I was going for premium collection because the market was going more down than up. But in the bull market, the price pumps like you've seen, guys. So what I do is I reduce my premium collection. So the theta is going to reduce. So I'm no longer going to be collecting a lot of theta per day. So I'm just collecting $2 and even lower. So that's about 33 Rand. Right, the book now is net long. Look at the net delta of the portfolio. It's net long in dollar terms. So that basically means if the entire portfolio moves 1%, so I'll be gaining $132, right? Let's see, so $132. If the portfolio moves 1% to the upside, I'll be gaining $132. If the portfolio moves up 10%, I'll be gaining $1,326, right? That's why you've seen, the portfolio move up like crazy like this, because Bitcoin and Ethereum was just moving up like crazy. Okay, that's basically what's happening here. So you will see, guys, I have two different metrics. Okay, so I have the premium collected and the premium paid. I've added these metrics basically. So just to show you guys now, the net premium, the difference between the 2 years, about $239. So I'm no longer collecting a lot more premium as I was doing before, right? Because I'm paying out for more capital appreciation and protection as well. And I'll show you guys what I mean. So I'm no longer looking at the premium. So this is really irrelevant for me, to be honest. What I'm looking at right now is just the delta, and then the account P&L. And that's what I'm looking at, because we're in a bull regime right now. So let's look at Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing right now? So Bitcoin is sitting at $77,000, guys. Massive. Remember this long perpetual position that only participates in the upside and prints. I have 0.16 Bitcoin right here, meaning the position that I'm controlling right here is, if we take 0.16 multiplied by what the current price of Bitcoin is right now, 77,100. So I basically have a $12,000 position size that I'm controlling here. So this is a beautiful thing when you're trading on Deribit using portfolio margin. Okay, let me just quickly show you the account on Deribit as well, so that you guys can see that I actually have that amount of money here. This is a real account here, and this is just a dashboard like I've been explaining for those that are new, just to make it easy to read, because this Deribit is a little bit complicated to understand. That's why I have it there. So if I go to the options desk, you will see this is your options chain. It's a little bit hard on the eye to read, but if I go down here, you should see all my positions. You should see all the same positions. I have about 17 positions. So yeah, that's everything here. And if I go back to the main account, home, let's see, 3,900. If I go back to the dashboard, it should show you 3,900. There we go. So it's basically the same thing. It's just porting through, just making this a bit easier, and I can add these metrics like I want to. So I developed this. So that's what's happening. So for Bitcoin, I have this massive position that's participating in capital appreciation. As you can see, I'm in profit of about $2,300, which is about 36,000 Rand. I will leave this position. So I'll basically close all these positions, guys, when I get to $10,000. That's why I'm not taking any profit. I know, people could say, why don't you take profits? Take profit. I have a bigger goal here. I'm a long-term investor and I have a goal. The goal here is to have a strategy, trade this account to $10,000, and then I will close all the entire positions, even if Bitcoin goes up to the moon. Okay. So this position will help me do that. And then I've bought a long call and I've paid a debit. As you can see here, I've paid premium here, which gets added here. And this position is also up because Bitcoin now is above 76. So it's printing now, which is really good. And then what I have here now, I have two short puts. I have a put credit spread. What you see here is basically a put credit spread. These two short puts and these two long puts here. That's what I have here, just to collect a little bit more of premium. And then what I've added here is I've added another long put here at 63. This is just to cushion the downside, to reduce the volatility and to reduce the maintenance margin. These are metrics and things that you guys need to understand. And then what I did here now, just to collect a little more premium in case Bitcoin stalls here, I sold these 3 short calls. You see, I have less short calls, and my short calls now are very far out of the money. Very, very far out of the money. Right? Why? Because Bitcoin is in a bull market. So this is a strategy. Now the strategy is in a bull market, we sell smaller amount of short calls very far out of the money. Okay. Very far in the distance. Like I have this one at 88k, 92k, and 94k. So I'm selling basically my my short calls very far around these levels. Bitcoin is still here, so I'm selling around these levels here. So it's giving me enough time for Bitcoin to go up, and I can participate in capital appreciation and still collect a little bit of premium if Bitcoin decides to stall. Okay, so that's the strategy. So you need to always have a strategy. Same thing for Ethereum, 0.6 here, which is good. I'm probably going to add a little bit to it as well. And then I have about $200 in profit for ETH, which is great. And then I basically have the same setup. You now have a long call for ETH here, 2300. It's printing for me. Then I'm collecting a little bit of premium here with the puts and the calls and things like that. So that's basically what's happening, guys. So I just wanted to quickly come here and show you guys that we literally slowly but surely, doing what we said we're doing, getting the account, hopefully by in the next few days, we should be above $4,000. That's if Bitcoin continues to print to the upside. So yes, guys, we could be in a potential bull market, but we shouldn't really worry. All these, we shouldn't be too excited. All the Bitcoin could definitely come back down again. We never really know. So we need to be ready. I don't really mind seeing these profits go back down again, because the goal is to only close all of this when Bitcoin goes to, when the account gets to 10K. So what I'm expecting to happen here is that we should continue to go up, hopefully. If we don't and we go lower, that's perfectly fine. I have some setups. I have my strategy to buy and enter Bitcoin even lower. If we go below my entry 63, I'm ready for that. I don't mind definitely buying Bitcoin at even lower levels. If we go low here again, if we retest this low here or even go lower, I'll definitely be buying, because I know ultimately we'll be going up and we'll be basically participating in that massive capital appreciation. So that's it for the video, guys. If you guys like the content, if you guys want to join me, if you guys want to use Deribit, there's a link, an affiliate link in the description. Feel free to join me and you can trade crypto options. You can test it out. Feel free to like the content, drop a comment, and share the video, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.